Okay, sorry about the introduction music. I played the wrong music. That's totally on me. My fault. Welcome to Tell the Truth Wednesday. This is a Real News Live show. I'm your host, Mike Bara in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I always am by the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Falah. Jen, how was your Tuesday?
Good Tuesday.
We had a couple of, I thought Gentel confirms, because I know a couple of weeks ago you mentioned pay attention to Japan, and we had a market crash in Japan overnight, which hasn't rippled through the ether yet and really created any kind of crisis, but it has the potential to do that, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, it was Japan in the news. That's all it was.
Yeah, Japan in the news, and then the other thing was what was the other thing? Why am I not remembering? I had it just. Yeah. What was in the Gentel last? Coming in the news. Oh, Prime Minister and President Trump tweeted out, if you elect Nouri al-Maliki, it's a big problem. I've heard they might do that. So you totally nailed that.
Prime Minister shocking is what we got.
Yeah, and it's like, because Maliki is this corrupt fuckface. But the thing is, here's the thing. It actually, in a way, if they appointed al-Maliki, and it's not Maliki, you dummies. Stop saying Maliki.
Look at this. So I got it wrong with the date, with the January, in the early hours of January 20th, whatever. The world will see a rate change in an unexpected place. It is an attempt to push the revaluation. The attempt will fail initially, but cause a reaction that cannot be stopped. Rate changes start a few days later.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are we a week off on that? I mean, is it, is the translation off on that? And then down below, we had Japan in the news.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Japan was in the news.
There?
Yeah, yesterday. So it sounds to me like you're just a week off. So I remain optimistic. I heard some stuff about Melania ringing the bell this morning. Look at her dress. It was just a plain black dress. It's like, couldn't be more plain. So that, for my Intel guys, didn't work out. All right, let's go through the usual stuff. Let's talk about, do the advertising, and then we'll get to the news, such as it is.
Black, though. That could be like blackout.
While Jen does her research.
I'm just thinking.
All right. If you miss any shows, you can always pop over to mikebara.blogspot.com where you can keep up with all things Mike Bara. I've got things on there like lectures I've done on ancient aliens and JFK. That's a very important one. Our show today, Tell the Truth Wednesday, is there. Last night's Toxically Masculine Tuesday. Interviews I've done with people in the UFO community. The Mushroom Ladies episode from a couple days ago from last week. Lots of cool stuff. My schedule of appearances, which is picking up. I'm going to be at the Quantum Summit with Metal Carmine again in March. That should be fun. And we haven't done a formal announcement on that yet, but it's coming. So get on over there to mikebara.blogspot.com, pick up all that stuff. I got to get another tab here for all the therapeutics and stuff too, because I got a lot of things. I picked up from Brooks. I got my Fenben, so I finally got some Fenben. So now I just got to figure out what protocol I use do a full cleanse with ivermectin and Fenben at the same time. Let you know how it goes. Also, please remember that if you do pick up the shows over there on mikebara.blogspot.com, it pops you on over to the Rumble channel, Real News Live with Mike and Jen. We've got 7,680 followers over there. We try to get to 10,000. Get on over there and follow us. And the other cool thing over on Rumble is that you can hit the subscribe button. And for a mere $5 a month, you can support the show on a monthly basis. We really appreciate that. If we could just get, 1/7 of our viewership over there to sign up for $5 a month, neither Jen nor I would have any issues with anything. We'd be very comfortable. You can also hit the Rumble Rant button down in the lower right-hand corner. That's the little green dollar sign. And when you hit that sucker, you can put any amount you want. And the good news for that is if you do a Rumble Rant, or you are a subscriber on Rumble, or you do a super chat on YouTube, which is also a possible thing. If you do a super chat, then you get your questions answered first before anybody else. When we get to questions and answers, sorry, Jen, I forgot I've got to monetize the YouTube live stream for viewers. Otherwise, we don't get any. There it is. Monetization off on. This is so stupid. Okay, it's now on. So All right. So your Rumble Rants, Super Chats, and subscriptions go to the top of the slush pile when it comes time for questions and answers with our Jen. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at thecbdgurus.com, where you can pick up all kinds of holistic CBD-based products for your health. Hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, no S on the end of it, no capital A, just ALIEN, gets you into the wholesale price structure. You also can pick up extra things like if you make a $25 order today, you get 10 million Bolivar from Matt. He's a wonderful guy. He's giving this stuff away. Plus, it goes up with different tiers, and you get other wholesale prices on things like the sleep gummies, the Delta 8 gummies, the energy gummies, the pet treats, which are wonderful CBD-based pet treats, the Miracle Gold, the Lotion 2000, the X-Freeze Pain Roll-On, which is great stuff, and all kinds of new products that Matt and Lucas are introducing over there at the CBDGurus.com. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com, the Mushroom Ladies. Diana and Kristen have all kinds of mushroom-based supplements for the health of your pets, and also they have awesome products for human consumption. I've got Barkley on Mush Puppies and Mojos and Special Sauce and the Kitties on Special Sauce, along with the Sequoia Premium Cat Food, Mush Ponies for the larger breed dogs and the horses and donkeys, Chill Doggies if your dog gets separation anxiety, and then the Enforce line of immune system supporting reishi and Coriolis versicolor and all kinds of different mushroom-based supplements for human health. They have had amazing, wonderful results with this stuff. They've got everything over there. They got chocolates. They got starter packs. They've got body balms. They've got everything you could ask for. If you have an issue with a pet or even with yourself, send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Again, MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Link in the description to all these sites and all this stuff. And Diana will get you on the right program to get you or your fur baby back to health. Also, please, one last time, don't forget to visit our other sponsors, the amazing folks over at LifeWave, who have these awesome LifeWave patches, which are basically just a different kind of crystal woven into a little patch that you stick on your body for 12 hours a day. And using the science of phototherapy, it reflects back your body's own infrared emissions, which stimulates the growth of stem cells. And depending on the frequency of the crystal in the patch, it affects different aspects of human health. They also work on animals. If you've worn yours for 12 hours a day, take it off, put it on your doggy, put it on your kitty. It also has great results for them. I'm right now on the X39 and the SP6. I talked to you guys about my results. I've lost 15 pounds, haven't changed a thing about my diet or exercise program, and I keep losing weight, and I haven't had a migraine now in 5 months. I used to get them once a week, give or take. Amazing results. Link in the description for the folks over there. And Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at jenniferfalaw.com this month? Sweet.
Well, at jenniferfalaw.com, you can get a healing. You can get my classes. You can reach Marcy Haller, Susan Gretz. Right now, we have a weight loss combo going on. You can it's a 3-month combo, once a month. You do a weight loss healing. It helps you stick to your plan. It's kind of like hypnosis. It's metabolism boost. It's a full cleanse and healing on anything medical that's interfering with your weight loss. But it's a talk with the soul. It basically help you stick to your weight loss plan, and then we put it's like a fat burn. So we do that once a month. Right now, the special is you get 3 months for the price of 2. Ooh. And if you would like to do that, you can purchase there and email me after. I'm going to need a picture and a first and last name.
Cool.
Over at philosophy.com. Philosophy.com is where you can purchase and book a reading with me. I am pretty booked right now, but if you would like to get a yearly forecast in and on the schedule for this year, I will be pulling that option down February 1st. So now is your chance to get it for the year. I will not be offering it again until next year. If you do have gift cards that you purchased or received, yes, I will still honor those and schedule those. But as far as getting one for yourself for this year, now's your chance. So go to philosophy.com and book it today.
And I just had my yearly forecast on Monday, and it was awesome as usual. It was really cool, and it lined up with things that I'm planning and things that I'm hoping to have done this year. And it was absolutely awesome. So I highly recommend getting that while you can, because, Jen, we've talked about it before. I've had it 3 times now. There's something major in my yearly forecast and it happens. And it's just really awesomely cool to do that, to have that done and really, get a good pattern for what to look for. Like there's one, like, months to be careful about my diet and my health. And, you talked about, this is great. I want to share this one thing. She said, after your med bed healing, first of all, my hair apparently comes out much redder than I want it to be, which will be interesting. I'll be a carrot top. Yeah, I think we're going to fix that. But she said, man, she goes, you got to watch your drinking. So apparently I go on kind of a binge after the med bed. Wow.
After the RV
works. So I could see.
I asked Gabriel, what does he do next? Like after the RV appointment, he goes on a drinking binge.
That's what they said. I think it was Gabriel who said that. He's like, yeah, dude goes on a drinking binge. I will try to not do that. A couple of things I wanted to say for my birthday. Thank you. I want to thank Roel Garza for the Area 51 no trespassing metal sign that I got for my birthday. Roel, thank you very much. You've been a cool contributor. And Dale and Diana. Also, Christine Packer, I believe it was you, Christine, sent me all the great grilling tools. Thank you. You guys didn't need to get me anything for my birthday, but I appreciate it. But then I have, why is it not working? Come on. I got from Dale and Diana, Diana Musgrave, the Mushroom Lady, and Dale Ryan, who had a birthday dinner for Dave and me. Come on, bitch. I got this Chernobyl humidifier. And apparently I have, I think it might be out of water. Yeah. It's out of water, but it's really cool. It lights up and the reactor glows, and it's really cool. Thank you for those birthday gifts. All right, let's head into the news and give you an update as it stands. Nope. There we go. As it stands. Okay, so I was told yesterday to watch that the 28th, that today is going to be the day that something is going to happen, that the event that happened 2 weeks ago, supposedly happened, is actually going to come into the public eye today. And that when Melania rings the bell this morning at 6:30 Pacific time, Reno time, that will be the end of the SWIFT system and the introduction of the QFS. And I was told to watch her dress. Well, her dress was very nondescript, very black or dark navy blue or something, just totally nothing at all. It was a nothing burger. And we have not, as far as I know, jumped into the quantum financial system. At least there's been no announcement on that. So another thing that popped up in the news is the rumors now coming out that coinciding with the anniversary of Roswell this year, that Donald Trump is going to make a public announcement about the presence of aliens. Well, that will be very interesting if it happens. I have a copy of the speech that he is going to give, and I'm going to put it out a little later today. I'm going to make it and put it out.
I could be wrong.
Well, you probably am, but
I probably am, Mike. I'm wrong about that. He's going to come right out and tell everybody about all the aliens.
I have a copy of the speech he's going to give. We'll see how viral that goes.
Okay.
In terms of the RV news, again, bond people are on pins and needles. They're waiting. They're told they're going to get paid this week. They were told that last week, but they're told today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, that these are days that they can expect this to happen and that they will get their payouts. And once the bond people are going, everybody goes after that. I don't know exactly when our payments might be, when we do our appointments, but it's supposed to be soon. And I'm anxious that it's soon. I'm hoping it's soon. Today is a especially interesting day monetarily and numerologically, but that's really, guys, all I have. Nothing has changed from what everybody in the Intel community is saying. Even the cautious guys like Mark are pretty seriously saying something's about to go down and along these lines. We just don't know what it is. We just don't know what they're waiting for. I seriously doubt it has anything to do with Iran, but it could possibly be. But it was supposed to go on Sunday, and it was stopped on Sunday by President Trump, and it's been delayed again. He's got his finger on the trigger, and from my understanding, it's totally up to him when we do this. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. That's literally all I've got, Jen, is everybody thinks it's ready to go, and nobody has any reasons why it's not. That doesn't make any sense to them. So do you have any Gentel, or do you want to just do some crosstalk and talk about this stuff?
We can talk about it. I don't really have anything new. I was just wondering how gold and silver's doing today.
Let me look at that.
Has it calmed down? Has it stopped?
Silver
Anybody know?
Today. I don't know why I don't just get a chart. Like, why do I have to click on something? It's 113.90, so it's back up again. The peak was 117, so it's almost back up to the peak. So it's increasing again as of right now.
Let's just watch it today and see.
Okay.
That had something to do with it, but locking in a rate. And then we've got the Prime Minister stuff going on. What happened with that?
Nothing has happened with the Prime Minister as far as I know. There has been no official... let me do a little search. There's been no... I know that they were looking at the president, picking the president, but latest is... Trump is threatening to withdraw support for Iraq if Nouri al-Maliki is nominated. He has not, however, been nominated. Now, Jen, here's a scenario that we could throw out there that's possible. Let's say this is all show, and the Iraqis nominate this corrupt guy, Nouri al-Maliki, to be the prime minister again. And Trump says, well, we're withdrawing our support for Iraq if that's the case. So then how does Iraq make up the money that they don't have anymore from the U.S.? And the answer is, how about they revalue their currency? And suddenly they're flush with cash. Do you think that could be the prime minister selection could be a trigger for like a cover event of revaluing? Does that make any sense?
No, I don't really think that's it. I mean, I think that's like distraction. And look over here, not there. I'm over here drawing very sharply etched mountain range.
Mm-hmm.
So that has anything to do with anything. I don't know. Ask me specific questions.
Okay. Is the selection of Nouri al-Maliki as the prime minister a good thing or a bad thing for the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar? Will it hasten it or slow it down?
It's a stop. We can't have that.
It's a stop, so we can't have that.
But we've got the United States over there trying to make sure that doesn't happen, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why they're there.
So is this Iran, who I know backs Maliki, is Iran behind this, trying to undermine the revaluation?
All right, there's going to be a big blow up with this. And it has to do with exposing Iran's attempts to control Iraq. And I've been getting that all along. That they have threats. They've been threatening them. They've been trying to stop this. Now they're trying to install their guy in to stop it. Something's going to happen with that. And if Trump's throwing a fit, everybody just better do what Trump wants them to do. I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
But this public story is somehow highlighting the problem there.
Right. And to remind everybody, anybody who questions Jen on Monday, Jen, what did you say? Like prime minister, problem with the prime minister. We didn't know Of which
Prime Minister.
country?
It's shocking. So let's wait for something shocking.
Yeah, and well, but I think Maliki's pretty shocking because
Well,
everybody's
if they expose that he is just um, connected to Iran and his what he wants to do, um, their evil plan,
mm-hmm.
that would be shocking. And then the United States is over there. It's got their envoy over there, and so I don't follow this very closely. Was he elected?
No, they elect a party, and then the party selects their prime minister out of people that put themselves forward as candidates. It's a
Because
parliamentary.
I'm directed back to some kind of electoral process, like electing the party. Okay. And how that's going to be exposed, that maybe that was stolen or if it was fraud, and they're trying to stop the revaluation that all the people are waiting for. And it's going to come pretty quick.
Okay, the resolution of this is going to come pretty quick.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Is that the thing that's holding it up right now? This prime ministership thing? Is that what's holding up the revaluation?
I'm still focused on being able to lock in a rate in the manipulation, or letting this gold and silver market rise so fast that they can't really. It's just moving so fast. It has something to do with that. That is an attempt to stop it, to delay it. Yes, to try to get their bad guy in there, stop it completely over there. See, could we revalue without Iraq? Yes.
We can. Wow. I don't think we want to, right?
No, it's going to mess everything up. I think Vietnam would have to go to trigger that domino effect if that were the case. That's just what I'm getting psychically, people. I don't really know.
Right. And that's also what you had a couple of weeks ago, which is that somebody else, like, for instance, Vietnam, might just...
Well, sometimes a Gentel, even if I want to throw a date in there, try to be specific, that never works out very well. What do we get? We got...
It's better.
So on 119... there is a rise in political outrage and conquest across the world. This will lead to an elevated call for financial relief and change.
Mm-hmm.
The old system has failed. What's happening in Japan? The old system has failed and the new has begun. In the early hours, January 20th, whatever. Let's say 28th, and let's do it today. Can't cheat. The world will see a rate change in an unexpected place. It is an attempt to push the revaluation. The attempt will fail initially, but cause a reaction that cannot be stopped. Rate changes start a few days later.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in the news for that day, I saw the 19th, or whatever, coming in the news is in the future. Troops rushed the border. Nor'easter, we had that. Japan in the news.
Yep.
Easter Island, blocks were blocked, and peace deal. We already had peace deal.
Yeah, that hasn't come up yet, the Easter Island thing.
Let's wait to see what's happening. I mean, I think it's like the very last attempts to stop this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what the cabal's doing. They're still trying to do the Civil War in the United States. Still trying to do a world war. We've got some lab created like super flu running around and everybody's getting it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what the hell is that? And so probably trying to do a pandemic. That's going to fail.
Yeah.
got the whole Greenland thing going on. That kind of quieted down. And then we've got reference to Canada and how he wants Canada. That's coming. They've got a lot of exposure coming up, too, geopolitically, about corruption, not just here, and not just with elections here. But look what they're doing.
Are they going to do anything?
So the cabal's been fleeing to all their little, evil lairs for a while. Ukraine, Venezuela. And who knows that, Iran, of course, is one of them. And Greenland probably was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Canada, nobody suspects anything going on in Canada. Everybody's so nice. That could be one of them. Excuse my voice. I've been talking all week and this cold is still there. I just sound terrible. So they're chasing them around and geopolitically blowing up their evil lairs. And that's what's happening right now. And all along, the RV is ready to go. And they're doing last minute things to try and stop it. Like with this prime minister. Trump's exposing it at every turn. I feel like the white hats are closing in on the enemy from all directions. And we're about to have a big blow up. That's going to be fun to watch. Either way, the RV still will happen. It's inevitable. The old system is failing. Jesus told us that. And what's happening in Japan?
The markets had a big crash yesterday, and the value of the yen is dropping.
And why, after all this time, would Melania be drawing everybody's attention to the stock market?
Yeah.
Showing up. Oh, I'm just going to ring the opening bell. Let's just promotional event. Why the heck would she need to do that? Why was she there?
Well, she's supposed to be promoting her new biography film thing, right?
At the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't need to promote anything.
Japan, apparently it was a $7 trillion bond market sell-off sends shockwaves through global market. That's what you're seeing with Japan. Japan's government bond market suffered an unprecedented crash last week, with yields moving in days, what previously took months, sending shockwaves through the global markets and triggering dramatic yen swings. The volatility signals the end of Japan's decades-long era of stable, predictable bond markets as the country approaches a snap election on February 8th that could fundamentally reshape monetary policy and unleash $7 trillion in potential capital flows affecting markets worldwide. So that's about 10, 12 days away. So something's going on with Japan. Not really sure too much what it is.
February 8th.
Yeah.
What else is happening on February 8th? Why is that date so familiar to me? February 8th, really? I don't know. When's the 8th? That's a Sunday. It's a Sunday.
When the Forex opens.
Well, I hope we don't have to go all that time.
Yeah, me too, because I'll miss the Super Bowl, damn it. Come on.
What's the Super Bowl? That's what it is. February 8th. That's what it is.
Correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Well, it's a nice distraction. I don't know. I don't freaking know. I mean, just when you think you know,
yeah,
something happens and you don't.
Well, I mean, everything's together on the financial side of things, which is all I can really report on because it's all I hear. Everything's ready to go.
I feel like there's a lot of distractions out there right now because something is happening behind the scenes. Like, they're gonna sign something major. They're ready to go to gold, whatever. I do. I feel like there's a lot of distractions out there. Now, the black dress. What does black mean?
Black people are saying black.
Financial terms, black is gains, correct?
In bookkeeping, you're either in the red or the black. If you're in the black, that means you got money. Yeah, if you're in the
Are we
red.
in the black? Black is endings. Death to the stock market. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so what I'm drawing here is either it's very sharply, like triangles, very sharply etched mountain range, or it's a bridge, like a suspension bridge. Just mentioning that. There's seems to be something significant, that information that tries to get past my human filters in the doodles. So let's see. And now I've got arrows drawing. Damn it, I better not have another windstorm. So if I did this, I had a windstorm. All right. Arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arrows going southwest. And a tornado.
Tornado. Okay.
And a big cloud. Southwest. Keep it. Be aware. I don't freaking know. Be aware of your weather. Southwest. We already had in the Gentel this week that we've got a large earthquake coming today. Anybody see the news? We got a big earthquake anywhere?
We had a 4, which is fairly large. A 4, you'll feel it. You'll get rock and rolled.
No, we're looking for like 7, 9, something newsworthy. Large earthquake. That would be above a 6, I'd say. Uprisings increase. Windstorms in the east, and they're unexpected. I don't know. Just a bunch of mysteries to solve today. I would watch this prime minister situation.
Yeah, I mean,
I would watch the stock markets and the metals prices. What else did I get? I don't think I got anything else from anybody else. Not this morning.
No, nothing really. Same old stuff from everybody. So, did I go to the casino? No. I was told I got a numerology reading as a birthday gift, and the numerologist told me the 28th, which is today's date, is the best day for me to gamble. So I'm going to go experiment with that tonight. So I'll let you know on the next show how I do. I'm going to bet the Seahawks, and I'm going to play some blackjack and some slot machines to see what happens. Going straight to that 1.4 million Wheel of Fortune slot machine, Jen. Pulling on that sucker.
Wheel of Fortune?
Mm-hmm. Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, I never went on Wheel of Fortune. I only play the slots whenever I go, which is rarely.
Yeah, you're a slot girl. Dave's kind of a slot guy too.
I'm like afraid of the tables. I mean, I know how to play poker and blackjack with the family, but like when you go to the casino, I'm like, this is complicated. I'm gonna get
this. And they always have extra things they throw in there that are. Wait a minute, where's our sky? Why do we have the American flag? Nothing wrong with the American flag, but that's for last night's show. All right, guys, let's get to questions. Questions for Jen must include your real name and the name of the person or entity or pet that you are asking about. That helps Jen get connected. Sometimes she can connect through a profile picture. But let's start over on the YouTube side of the house, Jen, and pick up our super chats. Okay, so Sinjos Guth. Okay, I don't know your name. Once again, guys, your name. Please, your name. I don't know if you can connect or not. Will it be an M or a multimillionaire?
M.
M. Well, it's pretty good. Not bad. Deborah wants to know if she's an M or a B.
B.
Cool. Pam Bassett says, is the guy I'm dating serious or is he full of crap?
Most of them are full of crap. No, I'm sorry. Just a little jaded. Um. Oh, Pam. Let's see. He's hiding some things, Pam. I think you already know that. Trust your intuition and the red flags, but don't assume that the guy is, terrible, because he's not. He's just got some things in his life that he doesn't want to tell you about because they're not so good. I think there's some connections there that have not been severed fully.
Come on.
I think he's embellishing who he is and what he's accomplished.
There we go. There goes the reactor. Wait, watch. Now it's going to change color. Come on. There it goes. See it change color? Cool, huh?
What do you do? Let's focus here. Hello.
Okay.
Over here in this direction.
Girl. Okay. Bob wants to know if he's going to marry Oksana. B or T? I don't think anybody's going to be a T, so just kind of give those concepts up. But will he marry Oksana?
Chances are slim right now. Okay? I'm not going to tell you yes or no. I just feel like, and you feel that, and that's why you're asking.
Yeah.
But so many guys in these readings, and the men I talk to, they want to know for absolutely if everything in a relationship is going to work out. There's absolutely no risk, even if I say anything. Do I tell her that I like her at all, or are we going to get married and live happily ever after? I'm like, dude, not if you don't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, women know when you like them, but they don't know how far it goes unless you tell them, right?
I mean, girl pair.
Yeah.
She's going to respect you more for saying something.
And according to my year ahead reading, apparently in May, I'm going to meet my next girl that I'm going to be relatively serious about. We think. We don't know. We think I'm meeting.
Oh, she's coming.
It's interesting. Okay, so here's a question. I don't think they're going to let anybody be a trillionaire. Okay, I don't see that happening. So I think, are there going to be limits on how much you can walk away with and have access to? Or are they just not going to put any limits on it?
No, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You have what you have, and it's worth what it's worth. And if that turns into a T, congratulations. Wow. But most of those T people are in other tiers.
Okay.
And they have things like antiquities or large amounts of bonds and things like that.
Golden guns, yeah. Lisa Moeller says, hi, Jen. Will I end up winning my current lawsuit with the a-holes and eventually get the money owed from them? If so, when do you see this happening, Lisa?
Okay, the a-holes. Yes. You're going to get some kind of structured settlement of payback. It's going to take like 6 months.
Better than nothing, Lisa. Good. Congratulations. Emma wants to know if she's going to be over 100B.
No.
Okay. Debbie Roberts. Hi, Mike and Jen. She wants to know M or B.
I'm not going to tell you. It's just below B there.
Okay. Sherry wants to know if she gets the house that has a state address that states within 3788. A question confuses.
What?
A question. Okay, let's ask if Sherry is going to get a house with an address that's 3788.
Yes.
Good. Leo wants to know if he's going to adopt Alyssa's son, John, and if he's going to be an M or a B.
Or do you see paperwork for an adoption?
Good.
Possibly a multiple M there, or triple.
Cool. Jana. I don't know what CASO is, but 99 of them, 0.99. Thank you. Okay. And Karen just wants to know, M or multi-M?
Multi.
Cool. Very cool. All right, let's go to a couple of others here. Lonnie wants to know, will I put my 2 weeks notice in or just leave the same week when we RV?
You leave. You get out of there pretty fast within 3 or 4 days.
Just leave.
You get really nervous about being around other people after this has happened. Like you're not going to be able to keep your mouth shut and you get out.
Oh, excuse me. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Thank you, Moira. I did have a wonderful birthday. Hey, Jennifer. It was my mom's heavenly birthday yesterday. Gone for 25 years. Any messages from her? Thank you in advance. That's Lady Diana. One of our two Lady Dianas.
Oh, okay. I know who that is. You're going to be okay. I'm not really hearing it. I think just keep up with Lacey. I don't remember your kids' names. Not sure what she's saying here. Basically, take it one day at a time.
Okay. Larry asks, hey, Mike, if I don't get the rates I want at my exchange, can I get a rate check? I wouldn't do that, Larry. I want to close it out when I'm there. But the key thing is, I think it's important, is you do not get into a confrontation with them. You ask questions. Oh, are there any higher rates on the dinar than that? Are there higher rates on the dong? Can I get those rates?
I'm not getting any kind of rain check activity here.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even consider it. Caney Creek Gypsy says, I pencil in my exchange appointment for late this afternoon, praying I get an 800 number before it's time to go. I pray for that too. Good for you. Rosemary Burton, hi, Mike and Jen. Question for Jen. I feel a lot of guilt since my dad, Jim Nelson's passing. He hasn't reached out. Does he have a message for me?
He has come in a couple dreams. You just don't remember. He wants you to let it go. That it's okay. You need to let this go.
Okay. Robin Bird Parker, hi, Mike and Jen. I'm a Rumble subscriber. Will I move to Florida after the RV or buy a home or add on to my existing home? Interesting question.
It looks like remodels first. You're not quite sure where you want to go. I think you just turn that place into what you want and take time to make your decision on another location.
Yeah. Has anyone heard from Wolvie recently, and is he under an NDA? Yes and yes.
Yes, I've heard. Yes, I've heard from Wolvie.
Yes. Chris O'Neill, will I get a newer vehicle to drive this year? Well, if you got any dong, you sure as heck are.
This year? Several.
Several. So that's what I heard. In my reading, I buy a sports car and then I stick it in the garage so nobody till my NDA's up. Laura wants to know when you see her getting into a med bed.
It's actually pretty quick. It's either 2.5 weeks or 2.5 months, and I think 2.5 months sounds too long, so I'm going to go with 2.5 weeks after your appointment.
There you go. Roxanne says, hi, Jen. I have divorce papers ready to file. Should I follow through? That's your decision.
Yeah, I can't tell you that.
So, all right.
I can tell you like in a personal reading, what that would look like if you didn't, or if you did, and you can make the decision from there.
Okay. Let's pop over to the Rumble side of the house and get the questions going over there. All right. Lots of Rumble rants today. Thank you guys. Kathy Mayhall, subscriber, says, Jen, will the iron infusions I'm getting help my red blood cells, or will I still lose blood somehow? Thank you.
No, it does help. It does.
The earth is flat. No, it's not, dude. Get serious. Come on. Somebody posted something the other day that was really interesting. What if the earth was just like the flat earth thing was just like a small portion of a spherical planet that was like 20 times bigger than what we think of as the earth? That'd be pretty weird, huh? Okay, so both could be true, but they're probably not.
It's all theory until you get out there and look at it. It's all theory.
Debbie, Debbie, wants to know where her silver coins are. Are they in the house or in a storage unit? This is not Jen's specialty.
That's the Susan Gratz. I don't even know.
Do you get a hit, house or storage unit?
I think they're in the storage unit. I'm getting a smaller boxed in. Yeah. They're either in a small like storage room or a storage unit, because I'm feeling like the walls around them are closer in than a house. You know, it's a smaller box. I don't know.
Debbie IA, DEBBIEAH, 9843. Do you see what's going on with my head right now? Apparently she's having head issues.
It just got massive pressure. Unless you hit your head and have a concussion, but I think it's like it's really more in the face, sinus pressure. It's just pressure. Whatever's causing the pressure.
Jen, I get an MRI tomorrow. Will it go? Sorry, are you still working on Debbie?
Go ahead.
I get an MRI tomorrow. Do you see it going well? Are there any issues with my MRI tomorrow evening?
I think there's a couple spots. There's a couple spots. I'm not going to mess with you. All right. There's a couple spots that they have shown you before.
Uh-huh.
Remember when they said they thought you had something happen a long time ago, like a heart attack or a stroke or something?
Yeah. But they're not going to do it. They're just going to do my head.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll be a little itty bitty stroke I had or something years ago. Who knows?
I feel like it's like, well, this is questionable. You know, the size of your brain is really small. And no, I'm just kidding.
Size of your brain is really small. Shut up. All right. But I mean, like, do I have any issues with like?
You're all right.
Being scared or anything, or having?
No, you're all right. I think they might have. You know, they're gonna say, "Well, we're looking at this, but it's nothing."
So it's for they're going to do my ear and my brain. So they're going to do two things. All right. Amy says, where do you see me on February 15th, 2026?
Amy. Anything else that I can? All right. Gabriel. Who is Amy? What's the day?
February 15th, 2026. Amy.
What I heard is you spend the day trading. Trading with a T. Then what we do? Where am I? It's hard when I can't like find you. because I don't have a first and last name. I don't have a picture. I don't have anything. I think I'm in a store. I don't know. I can't do that. I don't have enough information.
Okay. Pretty close. Trading is something interesting. Rhonda says, can you tell me the name of my guardian angel or guide? Thank you so much to you both.
Rhonda who?
Rhonda. Battaglia? Battaglia. Rhonda Battaglia.
Guide is like Lisa. It's short for a longer name. Italian heritage. You had 2 past lives with her. She was your mother and an aunt in different lives. Very motherly, dark hair, shoulder length, big curls.
Cool. Okay. Elsie Girls wants to know if the XRP Clarity Act is holding us back from the RV. Some say it's passed and some say it hasn't.
Mm-mm. I don't see that connected.
Okay. Agent Otter was gifted a membership by Salty Sister 555. Thank you, Salty Sister 555. That was very sweet of you.
So that XRP stuff, the way it's connected to the RV, happens after the trigger.
Yeah.
Whatever happens there happens after the trigger. So nothing with that holds it up.
So, okay. So Jill for $10 says, assuming that my project gets funded and after a med bed, I look and feel 30 years younger. I'm also pain free. Will I personally be an M or a B or a T? Lots to do. Can't wait.
B.
B. That's interesting about my med bed thing. Besides the red hair, no, I know what it was. This is interesting because Jen got in my reading. You got that I'm like kind of arguing with them about the Zim, and you said it was important to have a humanitarian project to take to them, print it out or whatever. That there was some issue, like there wasn't going to be just this list of, I'm going to invest in this humanitarian project, that you did need to have like a personal humanitarian project to get a better deal.
No, I said that just have one just in case. In case they tell you, no, you can't donate to get med tickets.
Right. To get the med tickets, you have to, yeah, okay, fair enough. And I know what I'm going to do. Salty Sister, by the way, thank you. There you are. You're the one who gifted that. Jen, this is your soul sister in South Carolina, Kathy L. I look forward to meeting you one day. Am I an M or a B? Is what she would like to know.
B.
Philippines is having a bunch of 4+ earthquakes today. Not quite what we're looking for, but not bad. Letitia wants to know when she'll be receiving the rest of her inheritance. It's supposed to be this month.
I think we're into the first or second week of February now. There's some delays.
Okay. Connie Anderson says, Jen, can you tell me if my friend Rhonda and I have had any other lives together or just this one? Rhonda and Connie.
Two. In one life, you were both men and you were business partners.
Oh,
so,
wow.
So close. But if you find that you and her tend to fight, that's what that's about. Like, disagree and fight, but still stay friends. And another one was a long time ago. You're like natives or something. I mean, really primitive. I think it was mother and daughter. So if you find that one of you feels more dominant over the other one, like no, you have to do what I say, no, this is what's best for you, no, take your vitamins, stuff like that. That's why.
Okay. Scott wants to know if he'll be resigning before February 14th, Valentine's Day.
As of now, the possibility is good, yes.
Wally says, Jen, when do you see us helping our children? They all need it, and it breaks my heart I'm not able to. So, Wally.
I know. Within a month, as of now.
Okay. K Turtle 8, Carissa says, Derek is really struggling with work. Anything I can tell him so he knows he won't have to put up with the crap much longer. Do you see him quitting soon?
He's not going to believe you anyway.
Yeah, but...
You know how he is. He just wants to complain.
Gina Robertson says, Mom is back in the hospital with a leg infection. Would you and Jesus please fill her with healing grace? Hoping to get her into a med bed ASAP.
Send me the picture and first and last name. Let me know about that infection. I'll try to give her some healing.
Okay.
To the email, please.
Karen, Patriot Nurse, for $50. Thank you very much, Karen. I am wondering if this quarter of 2026 will see a shutdown of the court system as we change over, like judges and attorneys. It's an interesting question.
No, they're going to really try not to do that. It's going to be gradual changes. No, they're going to try not to do that.
Solar storm hitting the Earth's magnetic field. That's why Trump wants Greenland. He's going to build multiple HARP-like devices to protect against solar flares. Hi, Jen. This is Kat. Can you please tell me the name of my guardian angel? And is there a message for me? Kat, K-A-T.
Russ, R-U-S-S, Russ. It's beginning of a long name. You've been strong. There's no reason to stop now. Now, what you're talking about in Greenland, you know what I was thinking?
Mm-hmm.
There's something under the ground. There's something under the ground in England. Not England, Greenland. And
is it a big flying saucer? That's what some people say. It's like a big mothership.
Well, what I see is multi-level, compartments and passageways, like a city. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, that's probably an evil lair.
Interesting.
Didn't hear it from me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop looking at that.
Hi, Mike and Jen. Sean W. SHANW. Do you see me living at 45 University or low key at Marketplace? Interesting question.
Neither. Change your mind. So there's something else that comes up last minute.
Okay. Betty O, do you know what date the grain check will come? Maybe not the date, but
the 9th.
The 9th. She does know the date. I spoke to you.
I just saw the 9th.
Okay. Debbie P wants to know, with the DEBY, P wants to know the name of her main guide or guardian angel. So we covered that. Debbie DEBY? Maybe not.
I did that.
Karen, Patriot Nurse, says, my settlement was awarded in the exact time frame you told me it would. She's good with that kind of stuff. Yeah, she's good with that shiz. Linda V wants to know, am I moving from Alberta, Canada to Ontario, Canada? I've lived in Ontario.
Yes, but not just yet. I gotta get going. I'm starting to cough. I gotta get some hot tea or
Okay,
something.
we'll do some quick ones. We got about 5 left if we can get through those. Mark wants to know if we have any issues exchanging his currencies for the RV.
No.
Micah B wants to know if he's an M or a B. Oh, God, so many. Jeez.
Micah B, M or B. I think it's a big M. I'm not sure if that's quite a B.
Primetime Gal Robin says, Jen, my mic's delayed scan is tomorrow to see if anything is spread. Please look and see. Been doing lots of healing. Hope it's all gone.
Yeah, I did the healing too.
Sweet. Thank you for being so sweet.
It's good news.
Good news. Carrie wants to know if her trip to Florida from 2.2 to 2.6 will be okay.
2.2 to 2.6?
Between 2.2 and 2.6, yeah, to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Linda wants to know if her sister Amy DeYoung will be all right after getting an MRI on her heart. I guess she's asking good news.
Yeah, we've got a really narrow passage there in something. They're going to have some concerns.
Okay. That's it. Okay. Loretta's meeting with an attorney today. Will I make the right decisions for my financial situation? Hopefully.
I do think you get something started that will provide relief. Yeah.
Carol K just wants to know when her husband Mike K is getting into a med bed.
3 weeks after the appointment.
Okay, 4 left on the YouTube side. Joshua V, do you know what kind of car I'd get post RV? What do you want? How about an Aston Martin?
Anything you want?
Yeah, anything you want. Keisha wants to know if this RV will actually help. If this RV actually happens, can you tell me M or a B?
B. That's my girl. She's so sweet.
You should contact Dave Barrett. Dave Barrett likes you. Thomas in South Carolina. Will I get 2 or more inches of snow this weekend in my yard? What is she, a weather girl now?
Apparently. I don't know.
2 more questions and then we're out of here.
I don't really think so on the snow, but I want you to keep an eye out for like wind. If you start seeing the wind pick up, secure things.
Okay, Art Torres, can you tell me if my virtual court date on the 2nd of February will go well for me?
Yes.
Good. And one last question. Jana wants to know when she will get into a med bed. 2 last questions. Am I an M or a B?
You're about 3.5 weeks after your appointment, B.
Wow, exciting. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Jen, have a great Wednesday. I think it's cool, all the Gentel predictions that come through, especially in the news. It's just the one thing we can't get it over the hump on is the RV, but that's totally out of our control, and it should have happened. I mean, I honestly think you've been right about it a whole bunch of times from what I've heard, but it just hasn't happened. And it's funny how much more accurate you are.
Well, if you guys got the behind-the-scenes confirmations that I have gotten,
yeah,
you would know that I've been.
What's that?
Like I explained the timelines, the staircases lately in the Harry Potter movie where they move. That's our life.
Yeah.
Okay, with this RV thing, we're like almost there. Oh, we're getting to the dorm, and then it moves, and it's like, oh my god! Now we gotta go up this other staircase to get there.
But I am firmly convinced we are on the timeline where this does happen, and we're just waiting for it to come down.
I am seeing it over and over again. As of now, it's still showing up on the strongest timeline very soon. It is still showing up for people. And fully prepared not to see it there every time. When I look for these personal readings, it is still showing up within it's hard to say because there's no markers on the line, but a very short period of time before everybody's getting this big rise.
There we go.
I'll do the readings today. We'll see if it's still there, but as of yesterday, it's still there.
All right. Jen and I will be back on Monday. I hope we're post RV then. It's plausible, probable, likely, I would say. And if not, either way, I'll see you on Whiskey and Wisdom tonight with the original Mark Z and Zester. You guys all have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.